There's one. There's one. Oh, you want me. Today is our second full day out to fish in Iowa, and this was supposed to be my second to last day, but unfortunately I had a change of plans and this is my last day to fish, which is kind of a bummer. We got a little bit more of an early start today. I'm gonna be throwing a mini Boilermaker to start just because that warmer water, I feel like a bucktail might actually be a viable option. Matt's chucking a crank, and I think Brian is throwing a glide bait, so we've got our options in the water for these fish. We just gotta hope that the fish cooperate. That's way better. You can cast just a little bit. There's one. Oh, he's off. Yep. As soon as it hit the water, unbelievable. Unreal, dude. No way. Well, I just switched rods for my Trinx 500 because I couldn't cast this mini Boilermaker as far. I got way in there. We were just battling an osprey that wanted to eat our baits, and then I just missed a muskie, a big fish too, a really nice fish. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Get him, dude. He's right on me. Turn. He's just sitting there, dude.
Well, we've been out for, I don't know, probably about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even less than that, but I missed a fish on a Boilermaker pretty early on, and we just kind of continued down the stretch, and now Brian's just had another fish up. Promising sign though for the rest of the day. We're on a smaller lake, so we can cover a lot of water and go back on a lot of fish. So that's the plan now. I mean, even yesterday we made it happen, so hopefully the same follows today.
You got a couple years yet. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, that was a good fish.
Do you see him? Oh, he's there. He's right there. I'm gonna steal him from you, Brian.
He's on me, he's on me.
Is he really?
Yep. He wants it, he wants it.
Get him, dude.
Well, if they're gonna chase that thing, I'm gonna go back to a bucktail and just throw a bucktail in. Well, we have continued the grind, and Brian just had a fish come in pretty hot on a bubba, but didn't quite want to take that thing down. Matt and I were both had our lures to the boat, so we kind of started to figure eight, and I had that fish kind of turn on a Royal Orba. Now that fish showed a little bit more energy towards the blades, I think I'm just gonna go back to the Boilermaker and double eights and just stick with the bucktail, because I feel very confident that if I can bring a fish into the 8 with blades, I just think it's an easier bait to actually convince a fish to eat. So I think it's only a matter of time until we put a fish or two in the boat.
Like way up there? Or just back here?
Well, it was a good
Did you just stop it and it came up and ate it?
Yeah. Oh. Thanks for the shower. Well, that was something. I'm literally soaked. Felt like a hit. Yep. I thought I got bumped. Just the slightest little tick, and then I was like, yeah, that's a fish coming. We've been working hard, especially after yesterday. Yesterday was a very tough day for us on the water, and we've had our opportunities, I missed one fish on the Boilermaker right away this morning. Brian moved a couple on a topwater. Matt just had one on a diving rise up in this really thick weeds. We found a pretty good concentration of fish. I mean, Brian moved a couple and then Matt had that chance, so we figured we would just kind of stay on this weed flat. I've been throwing the Lee Lures Boilermaker, the mini Boilermaker. This is a very, very effective bait to fish in these thick weeds because it stays up. It's a single blade, so I can fish it slower in this cooler water. Thought I got nicked out in that cast. I had the glare of the sun kind of in my face, and then sure enough, there was a fish coming in behind it, nice and fired up. That's the bait. It's a little mangled from the figure eight, but that mini Boilermaker, black color, great bait for this early season stuff. If you're fishing thick weeds or shallow water, this is a great option. Not a long fish, but that is one stout Iowa Musky. Pretty bars on this fish. Cool eating the figure eight. It's May, I'm catching muskies. I'm a happy camper. Let's get this gorgeous fish right back in the lake. You like when they swim off like that? Sorry, Brian, I got some musky poop in your boat that you gotta clean now. He's right there, he's on you, Matt.
About freaking smoked you, Ben.
Well, for a little bit there, it slowed down, and then I finally had a really small lazy follow on the Boilermaker, and then we just kind of kept working up, and we came up to this riprap that has really, really, really good weeds on it. And I mean, we were probably a 50 yards into the riprap when Brian had a low 40-inch to mid 40-inch fish come in hot on the baby beaver. Didn't quite take it. Then the fish went to Matt's bucko diving rise, and it actually missed his. And then actually after it missed it, it shot down, and it was about to go after the blades. And that was just a cluster of events there. But that fish wants to eat. That fish is going to get caught. We fell back a little bit to let that fish reset up. We're gonna go right back through. Hopefully that fish eats. I changed over to double eights just to change it up since it's getting hot out and get some extra flash in the water. But we're right back on this fish now, so I'm gonna get casting. But that was a pretty awesome series of events. Hopefully we can get this fish in the net.
I don't know if that one was the one of yours done or not, but
Got him. That's a bass.
a largemouth, dude. Skiing in.
Nice little boat flip bass there, buddy.
Right where I lost a muskie earlier. I guess I can't complain. It's not a bad bass. It's my first bass of the year. On a Boilermaker. First bass on a Boilermaker ever. And actually, you know what? I think that fish came out right in here. So that might have been a different fish.
Get after it.
Well, unfortunately, my time in Iowa is at an end. It's getting to cut a little short just because, for those that don't know, I filmed for Jon and Ashley Holmgren, their show, Devoted Outdoors, and I actually have to run up to Bemidji tomorrow to go film for them. So I'm cutting my time very short. I was supposed to fish tomorrow, a little bummed about that. But duty calls. I have to give a shout out to Matt Vavrock for letting Brian and I crash at his house, and of course putting us on these Iowa Muskies. He's up there in the front. These guys are gonna keep fishing, so be sure to check their channels out to see how the rest of this trip goes and what I miss out on, because I got a feeling, especially this evening, I'm gonna be missing out on quite a lot. We've also got Brian, who was the boat and a lot of the camera work today, so be sure to check out both the guys' channels. But the wind's bad. I gotta go make a 5-hour drive that I'm not looking forward to. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to subscribe for more awesome muskie content, and I'll see you in the next one.